Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to another episode of Life with Lumi podcast. Hi guys, how are you doing? Hope you're fine and hope you're good. As for me, yes, I am fine. God is helping. I'm good. I'm living life, taking this step at a time, because if not, for don't craze, but we thank God. But I really hope that you're doing well on your hand and everything is going beautifully well for you. But for some reason, I feel like when it gets to the middle of each year, the time or the date starts rushing. Like, it starts running really fast. Because tell me how we're almost in August. Like, August, September, October, November, December, and that is the end of 2025. Before you know it, Happy New Year. But yeah, we thank God so far that we're still here. But let's just get into what we're here to do today. So it's just more like a gist and a reflection I've been having so far. Throughout the month, I've had to learn new things. I've had to unlearn. I've had to bring myself to a point of reality and also change my narrative on some things. And one of it is what I'll share with you guys. But specifically, I was on a date with my friend. We went on a suya date after her birthday because she loves suya. Oh my God. But that aside, days leading up to the day we're supposed to finally meet, I was reflecting that, also having conversations with some other people about how life doesn't ever stop. Like, it doesn't stop moving. You know how people say, oh, they lost a loved one and it just felt like nothing happened, like everybody was still busy with their normal lives. Guy, that's how it is, like, and that's a sad reality. But away from that, like on a more, would I say a more normal or natural level, if there's a thing like that, or if there's a word like that, is the fact that, like, since they don't born person, I never rest. There's a meme that says that. Oh my God, like, honestly, you remember how you were in primary school and you had to read for your exams, you had to read for common entrance. After that, you went to the senior school, you had to read for WAEC, GCE, JAM, all of that. You gained admission, read for 100 level, pass that one, 200 level, final year project. Now you're in the real world, right? For those that can relate to what I'm actually saying. In the real world, and it's like, okay, yes, just keep going, like, continue. You have to just continue. Get a job, keep working, find a way to switch jobs if that job's no longer serving you, or keep building, keep amassing wealth and all of that. Like, life doesn't ever stop. Like, you always get busy, and it takes little or nothing to just lose yourself in between all of this hustle and bustle and trying to rush through life and all of that. I mean, just yesterday, a new friend of mine just confided in me. She said she was not feeling okay, and I'm like, are you okay? Like, are you good? Is everything alright? And she just said no, like, she doesn't want to even add it at this point. Like, she just wanted to, like, express her thoughts real time and probably just let out the air, right? And saying that she just feels like everything's rushing too fast, she's having like pressure, anxiety and all of that. And I can totally relate to that, but I just told that, you have to first breathe, right? All of this ranting and crashing out and all of that, it wouldn't really solve anything if we're being honest, because I've been there, I've done that, and it's still a process that we're still going to keep facing. But we just have to find the act to it. And no, I'm not about to come and give you Perspire to Maguire, whatever, because I am still growing and I'm still trying to find my way in life. So I had to pour out my mind to her based on my own experience, telling her that this is a sad reality, but life will not stop because you're crashing out. Life will not stop because, everything doesn't feel really well for you. You are the one that will find yourself in the midst of all this chaos by shutting out the noise and trying to find you. Honestly, if there's one thing I would always preach to anybody, is the fact that please try to find you. Take a break from all this noise and the chaos happening and just reconnect, right? You know why? Because it will not stop. I know I've said this a lot of time, but even as you grow, you keep getting busy. Someone posted on my Instagram feed a while ago that that you have been praying to God for blessings, increase, promotion and everything, but where you are right now, it feels like a lot is happening with you, even though you have not even gotten the promotion, but it just feels like you're very busy, your hands are tied, and you have little or no time to yourself. But don't forget that you have prayed for that. But aside that, it will not stop. And the beautiful thing is that God will not give you more than you can handle. Right, so for everything that might seem not so good in your sight, there is always the capacity to handle it. Like, just keep praying for grace. I feel like I've said so many things, but I'm not breaking it down exactly how I should. So let me just rewind a little and slow down. So there are 2 key things I've said so far. Number 1 is that life will never stop. The cycle does not end. The cycle of you getting very busy, very occupied, having little or no time to yourself, it will never stop. Number 2 is the fact that in cases where you're busy, it's probably as a result of all your hard work that is finally paying off, because the result for hard work is more work, right? Also, in addition to that, is the fact that there is always the capacity to handle any stage of your life. So taking it back to the first point is that you always get busy, but it is easy to get lost if you don't slow down. So just like on a normal day, this is your routine. You get to work, you do this, you are working multiple jobs, you are doing this for church, you are doing this for your family, you are doing this, you have your relationship, you have your friendship, life is so busy. But please, the priority should be you and your soul. Where your soul lies, is your soul at rest? Is your soul peaceful? Because if not, it's going to affect every other areas of your life, right? So it's very important that you take a step back. So whenever you're feeling overstimulated, you are feeling anxious, you are starting to feel pressured and worried and all of that, please, that's a cue. Like, don't even let it get to that point where you are now having anxiety disorder, because that's like the extreme, right? So let it be that there can be pointers to when you need to know that, okay, at this point, I feel like I'm pushing too hard. I need to take a step back and breathe, reconnect with nature, make I touch grass. Then I will come back, to continue, right? And one thing I will always say is that pray to God for grace. Like, it is very important to involve God in all of these things. Like, God is interested in your life. So just a little prayer saying that, oh Lord, I need your grace to navigate this season of my life. Like, I am so overwhelmed with work, with everything, and I don't feel at peace. And trust that the Lord will give you peace. Like, pray for his peace and he will give you the peace. That's the number 1 point. Then to the second one. The second one is saying that, you have been provided the capacity by God to handle every season of your life. Fact, God is a good God and he will not leave you hanging. So it is left for you to tap into that, knowing that, okay, God is with you, and whatever season you're going through, like, there's already a way out. Like, God that knows the end from the beginning knows that you are going to be like this at some point. But there might be some things that you probably did not put in proper check that is probably causing you this, or this season of your life is probably leading you to a different season, or it's like a season of learning for you to learn to rely on God's help. So at any point, I would just advise you to always involve God. Honestly, this life, if you really want to get the best out of life, even the Bible says, when you walk through waters, I will be with you. Like, it's not promising you that everything's going to be a smooth sail. No, it says even though things are tight or things are tough or things are shaky, like, he's holding your hand through it all. So he's not leaving you to walk it by yourself, and that's why you need to tap into that. Like, you're a child of God, why are you worrying? I'm also speaking to myself because there's sometimes where I will probably first crash out. Then I know that, okay, my crashing out is not doing me any good. Let me just run to my daddy and I will say, okay, God, at this point I am tired, like, please just help me. So back to my friend that reached out to me yesterday. I know that, just by saying a prayer and like actually tracing it, because it takes you to actually highlight these things, to know where it comes from, like finding out the root cause to be able to fight and win. Because you cannot be fighting a battle that you don't know of, right? Just like it's a battle of your mind, but you don't know where it's coming from or what is actually triggering it or something. So I tell that. So I feel like at this point, I've digressed a lot to anxiety, But I think it's intertwined, because if you are lost in life, like if you are lost in the chaos and everything, you might actually be in shambles and you might not be of your best self. And like they say, prevention is better than cure. So it's better to trace it, right? Just face the reality that life never stops getting busy. Even the richest of men, the best they can do is to take a vacation, take vacation with their family away from work. There are people working for them, but at some point they have to also get their hands on some things, right? So you get me. So you are not alone. No, be only you. We plenty, right? And with the help of God, we are going to have a beautiful life. And I pray for every young adult or anybody in general that's listening to this episode that the right directions you need for your life, that the Lord will give unto you. And if there's anyone suffering from anxiety, lack of clarity, you're tired, you're burdened, you're heavy laden, I pray that God gives you peace. He reveals himself to you. He holds your hand and walks the journey of life with you. He gives you warm hugs when you need it and cause his face to shine beautifully upon you. Your life will be beautiful for you. Don't worry. God got you and I'm rooting for you. Alright? I think that'll be all on today's episode. I really just came here to gist with you guys, but I hope that you've gotten the message. So until next time, stay awesome and keep leveling up. Goodbye.